Hey everyone, I'm Kelly, and let's talk a bit about tarot cards. I myself have been reading tarot since I was about 15 years old. It has been a huge part of my life and a huge part of my spiritual journey. However, it started out as just a desire to get closer to magic, a desire to work with these prophetic cards. I was just very drawn to them, the inner witch within me, and maybe you have a similar feeling. But I do want to say tarot cards are for anyone and everyone. They are for your mother, your brother, your father, your grandfather, the businessman, the hippie, the gypsy, the entrepreneur. Tarot cards have something to share for each individual person. You don't have to be a spiritual seeker. You can clearly and honestly just be someone who's wanting guidance, which we all need time to time in our life. I've got 5 tips for you right here, right now, of how you can be a better tarot reader for yourself and for your clients or your friends. First tip has to do with the kind of deck you have. Get a deck that you really vibe with. Get a deck that excites you. You pick it up and you hold it in your hand and you are just enthusiastic. You're really excited about doing your reading and seeing all the different cards. There's really no perfect deck to have. I know lots of information flies around about having an authentic deck or a classic deck, but if that classic deck doesn't get you excited, it doesn't speak to you, don't get it. You gotta get one that speaks to you. And we are so lucky in this day and age. There's an overabundance of tarot decks. If you go on Amazon, there are about 50 different kinds, and even more. That's just what I've seen. So this one I have is a weights deck. I got it from my boyfriend, and I really love it because it has gold inlay on the cards. And that gets me excited. To me, it invokes like gold and sunlight and energy and beauty, and I fell in love with this deck as soon as I saw it because it excited me with that gold, shimmery, glittery essence. But see what you like, and if you want to have accurate readings, if you want to have passionate readings, you want to have a deck that really speaks to your soul. Part 2, you have to have a clear intention. This is so important. And this is a huge part of what I talk about in my course, is that if you have a clear intention, even if your intention is, I need you to send me a message. It doesn't have to be a specific answer and question. It can just be, you know what you're focusing on. Because where your focus goes, your energy goes. And where your energy goes, you will get answers. And if our energy is constantly going to places we don't want it to go, we get answers in our life of a lot of negativity, a lot of struggle, a lot of trials. But if we put our energy and focus on what we do want, or at least what we want to know the answer to, we will get that. It's just about cultivating our willpower so that we can stay focused on an intention. So for example, when you have your tarot deck, focus really intensely on what you want to receive in your reading. You can pick up your deck and randomly just pick a card, but the amount of energy you give to these little pocket guardians, I like to call them, is the amount they'll give you back. So if you just keep your deck in your closet, pull it out, pick a card, and you're like, oh, that's not accurate, well, maybe you're not giving them enough energy. Really hold your deck. And I go through some exercises in my online course where you can just really tune in and get these cards to hear your question and answer you accurately, wisely, and precisely. It has happened time after time for me and for the people I do it with, my clients, my family, my friends. It's absolutely amazing what I see come out of these spreads. Tip 3 and 4, they kind of go together, but I'll do them separate. 3 is to release expectations. We come to these cards to tap into our intuition. Tarot cards are not a power all in themselves. They merge with you, and together you create a reading. It's not like the tarot cards have all the power and magic, and you're just sitting there using them. It is a shared relationship. So if you release your expectations from these cards to deliver you the right answer or what you're wanting, you will be able to have so much more clarity in your readings and so much more flow in your life. Doing tarot isn't about to just be affirmed. It's about seeking deep within. And that plays into part 4, which is be open. if you pull a spread for yourself and there's a lot of intense cards in there, let's say you pull the devil, let's say you pull death, let's say you pull lots of swords, you don't have to freak out and be afraid. Be open to what your psyche, to what your deepest parts of yourself are trying to show you. If they show you that a relationship's not working out, be open and see how you can explore that and listen to the psyche within you who's trying to communicate. If it says you're going to come across some hardship, be open. The more open you are, the more easily you'll be able to flow through it and find the wisdom in it. Challenges I have found for myself, challenges that come across my path, are simply just there to show me how I can grow so I don't have to keep bumping up against the same wall. Each challenge I come against is usually just a repercussion of a challenge I haven't pushed through yet. So if you're pulling cards that are seemingly negative, don't be hard on yourself. Be open. Even get excited. It's a beautiful game, and the cards are helping you see things that potentially could be in your blind spots. And my fifth tip is cleanse your deck. I do this all the time. It could be in different ways. After anyone else picks up my cards, I hold them in my hand and I knock 3 times. Or if I'm really needing to give them a good cleanse, I touch each card in my hand. And just touching them with the focus on seeing them purified and cleansed. We want to cleanse our cards because they are little energetic guardians. And the more readings we do, the more purpose we put into them through having multiple spreads for multiple people, they start to pick up that energy. And we want to keep them clean and happy and totally cleansed so that each time you do a reading, you're working with a deck of cards that is just willing and open to share with you and connect with your unique intuition. So those are my top 5 tips on working with the tarot and how to give accurate readings for yourself and others. I totally recommend you check out my Udemy course. It is only $13 with the coupon code I'm going to give you here for being a subscriber. And it's pretty much a complete course in tarot. You learn 100 times what I just taught you in these 7 minutes or whatever. You learn all the cards and what they mean, how to do different spreads, how to cleanse your deck in depth, and many, many more things. It's about 3.5 hours of content. So jump over there, use my coupon code, and become the tarot reader that you wish to be.